Welcome to Toronto. Great to have you
Thank
here.
you.
And
Glad to be
congratulations on this film and your role. You were outstanding in this. I have to tell you, I really enjoyed it, and I loved watching you. I have to ask you, what do you think it is about this time period that people just love seeing movies about it?
Well, I think that, there's a long history of gangster films that go back to the 1920s and 30s and 40s. And, I think it really comes out of the Great Depression and World War II, where around that time, real life gangsters were just as popular as movie stars.
Right.
They were on the front pages of the newspapers every day.
Yeah.
And there was a sort of mystique about them, and it was almost, like they were like Robin Hoods. And then the studios really wanted to, I guess, decided to capitalize on that, and they started making gangster films, and it's really, a gangster film or a story is really the breeding ground for all of the best elements that you have in storytelling and story structure.
Right.
And so I think it comes from that. Sorry, that was a
no, that was very interesting. I mean, I could talk about this forever because I love this time period
too. Gangster
too.
Film.
Yeah, that's okay. Quite the ensemble you get to work with. Like,
yeah,
really,
absolutely.
Josh Brolin, Ryan Gosling, Robert Patrick. My God, what
Robert
was it like
Patrick,
bonding
amazing.
with these guys? Did you go to Gangster Squad boot camp?
Gangster Squad. Yeah, I know. Taking all those different disciplines and kind of making a gangster squad. No, I think that definitely the cast was one of the reasons why I wanted to be involved in the movie. And I would say everybody involved. The crew, Ruben Fleischer, the wardrobe and the set design. Everybody was just so amazing at their jobs, and it was really one of those things. Rare things where you put the suit on, you walk outside, and there's the 1948 Chrysler Windsor, and
cool.
And the stage design. It was just completely transportive.
Yeah, and you grew that little mustache for the was that a tough little thing to grow for you? And were you was it hard for you to part with the mustache?
Well, I am technically still going through puberty. My voice will crack. No, I don't know. It wasn't that tough, really.
Yeah.
It had a mind of its own at
Was it
one
hard
point.
shaving it off though? Were you enjoying to have that mustache?
I know you do feel like you have some sort of identity from that, and then when it's gone, it's like streaking, through the soccer field.
It is kind of the same, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
And I have to tell you, I am a very big fan of yours. I love everything that you do, whether it's comedy. I mean, I loved watching you on Friends. I mean, we go way back. But even, I wonder what it is about, when you get a script now, what is it that, excites you these days? You must get a lot of stuff your way.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I think that that's a question that sort of speaks to, I think, an actor's discipline, or anybody who's involved in this industry, and what their inclinations would be. You have people that have a comedic bent, or something that's founded, more in realism or whatever. And I think that, an actor's choices aren't just about what they do on screen, but it's also about the projects that they decide to be involved in. And I think that for me personally, I learned that later on. I think that ultimately for me, it's really about the people that are. I mean, first of all, the script, of course, always, but the people that are making the movie, and whether or not it's just interesting, I guess, at the time for me.
Yeah, well, you made us laugh like crazy in Ted, and you really did such a great job in Gangster Squad. There is no limit to your talent, my friend. You are so
nice.
great.
Thank you.